Do you know how to greet somebody in English language? Hi everyone, this is JK and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we will talk about greeting people in English language. In previous lessons we discussed and we talked about different issues, but today's video is a very simple video, but it is, I think, a very important issue that I'm going to talk about. And this video was asked by a friend from Indonesia, Anna Rahana, who is an English teacher, and she asked me to make a video on a greeting in English language. So if you're ready, let's go and learn how to greet English people or people who speak English language in their own language. So here we are. Before going with the greetings and the expressions we are going to learn today, you need to keep in mind that greeting is the most important section, or you can say is the most important part in a conversation. I mean, if you want to have a conversation with somebody, doesn't matter if it's a native English speaker or a non-native English speaker, the most important thing that can affect on the person is your greeting. I mean, if you greet the person in a very good way, so you will have an impact on the person, and he or she will realize that your English speaking power or your English is very good. It's in a very high level. But if your greeting is not correct, or if you have mistakes and if you have problems while greeting the person, even if your conversation is good, he or she will judge very soon that you're not a very good English speaker or any other language speaker. Okay, so and besides that, I think something else that you need to keep in mind is, as I mentioned before, is that English greeting can be in a formal way or it can be in an informal way. What do I mean by that? I mean, if you are to greet somebody that you meet every day, it's, for example, your brother, your cousin, your best friend, or anybody else, you can greet them in informal way. But if you are to visit somebody for the first time, it's somebody elder than you, or it's a person of higher class, for example, he or she is your boss or the chief of the company that you work for. So there you need to greet them in a formal way. So what's the difference? First, let's start with the hi and hello. Hi or hello. Hi and hello, they can both be used while seeing someone for the first time. I don't mean that it should be your first time that you see the person, but I mean at the beginning of the conversation you can say hi or hello, which both has the same meaning, but hi is used when you have an informal conversation, and hello is used when you have a formal conversation. For example, if you see your brother, if you see your friend, for example, you go to school and you meet your classmate, you can say hi, just hi. But if you are to see the principal, or if you see your teacher, then it's some kind of informal to say hi. It's better to say hello. Though some people do use hello, hi even for their teachers. But the correct situation is that you use hi for people like your brother, like your friend, anybody else who is on the same class and the same level with you, and hello for people who are of higher and upper class, like for example with principal, with teacher, with headmaster, and many more, or for example with your uncle and your aunt. Okay, but if you're not sure whether to use hi or hello, so hello would be good because it can also be used in informal situation. So if you tell your brother or your friend or a fellow hello, it's okay. It doesn't really matter and really doesn't differ. So hi and hello, they're both the starting words of a conversation. Hi for informal conversation and greeting, and hello for formal conversation and greeting. But if you're not sure whether to use hello or hi, you can use hello in both situations, a formal situation and an informal situation. Okay. After that, once you're done with this, we come into the greetings. Now, if you greet somebody and you want it to be formal, we got many ways to greet somebody. For example, how are you? How are you? Now, if you tell somebody how are you, it's very polite and it's formal. So actually, you don't ask the person about his health, but it's just a way of showing respect and a way of showing that you really care about him or her. So how are you can be a formal greeting, or you can say how is how's your health? Most people use this for patients or for sick people, but you can also use this when meeting somebody for formal greeting. Or you can say, how do you do? How do you do? Now, if it's a woman, you can say, how do you do, ma'am? If it's for example, if it's a man, a male person, for example, it's your principal and he's a man, then you can say, how do you do, sir? You can add sir at the end. Or you can say, how are you doing? This can also be used in both informal and informal situation. So you can ask somebody, how are you? Or how's your health? Or how do you do? Or you can say, how are you doing? And the answers are, of course, if somebody asks you how you are, for example, they tell you, how are you? Then you can say, fine, thanks, fine, thanks. Or you can say, fine, thank you, and how about you? If you want to ask the same question back. If somebody asks you, how's your health? You can say, I'm okay, I'm fine. Or you can say, thanks, good, thanks. How do you do? The same thing, I'm doing well, I'm okay, I'm fine. Or how are you doing? You can just say good. Okay. Now, these were the ways to ask, of course, to start a greeting and to ask somebody about somebody's health and about somebody's situation. Now, if you're ready, we go with the informal greeting. Are you ready? Okay, let's go. Okay, for an informal situation, we got more expressions and more phrases to greet somebody than a formal situation. For example, there are some expressions that some of them will be written and some I will just tell you orally. For example, how are things? How are things? This is an informal question. This is an informal greeting. So if you ask somebody how are things, this is informal. Or if you tell somebody how is it going? How's it going? This is also informal. They all mean the same thing. Or if you tell somebody, how is with you? How is with you? This is also an informal greeting. Or very, very famous and very popular, what's up? This is also a type of informal greeting. So if you see your brother, if you see your friend, if you see your classmate, you can use one of these expressions after the word hi to start your conversation. Okay, so of course there are people who say good morning, good afternoon, and good evening with these expressions or with the formal expressions I told you before. But most people they say good morning, good afternoon, and good evening with the formal expressions I gave you before. Okay, so that's it for today. Hope you have learned something, and but if there are other ways that I did not to greet somebody and I didn't mention it, you can write down below in the comment section. Subscribe to my YouTube channel to get notification for every single video I upload, and share them with your friends, with those friends who you think need to learn English and who you think these videos would be helpful for them. Okay, that's it from me. See you in the next video. Bye bye.